Hi guys, welcome back to All Things Wholesome. This is a channel where we discuss all things that teaches about money skills. So today I'm going to be discussing how I practically stick to my budget. As we all know that a budget is a tool that helps you plan for your money and it requires discipline and proper execution. Sticking to your budget will not only help with discipline, but it can also help you keep more money to yourself. As we all know, that is very important because it doesn't matter how much you make, how many streams of income you have, as long as you're not keeping most of that money, then you are not going anywhere with your finances. All right, so because I misplaced my mic today, I'm not going to be interacting with you guys as I do on my videos. I'm just going to go through an example and you won't be seeing my face. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and please give this video a thumbs up. Remember, what I'm about to share requires consistency and adaptability so that over time you develop a better spending habit and a strong sense of control over your finances. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up so that it is suggested to a larger audience.
Few moments later.
So number one, what do? I set realistic financial goals. So when doing my budget, I make sure that I first list my financial goals and I make sure that they are clear and doable. And here you need to be honest about what you can or cannot do and what you can afford and what needs savings. So here I have number one, which are my financial goals. Let me just read them for you. It's to save for long term, save 250 for the car's needs, save for the December money saving challenge, pay extra 200 on my car monthly, not take any clothes on an account, spend 1,500 for groceries plus toiletries, and then spend 2,500 for fuel every month, and then I invest 250 per month on shares. So as you can see, I just listed them on saving, credit, spending, and investing. Number two, I have created a fully detailed budget. Okay, so let's go to it so that you can see it. All right, so this is my budget. So I list all my income sources as well as my expenses. So here are my income sources and then here are my expenses. So you need to make sure that you categorize your expenses accordingly. You should have fixed expenses, variable expenses, irregular expenses. You need to make sure that you plan ahead for irregular expenses, and then you have your savings and your entertainment. So that is what I did. I have my fixed, which is the debit orders expenses. I have my variable expenses, which change whenever I have to, and I also have my entertainment. I have my savings and I have my investments, so I've categorized them. And then for number three, what I do is that I prioritize essential expenses. So here you need to differentiate between your needs and your wants, and always make sure that your needs are covered before indulging in your wants. So whenever I get paid, I first focus on these three columns, which are my needs. So I focus on my necessities, my savings, my investments. Once this is done, I can then take the money that is left and go and entertain myself here with whatever I want. And then for number four, I make sure that I track my spending on a weekly basis. So this helps you see where your money is going and where you are overspending. You can use a budgeting app or spreadsheet like me. When you do this on a weekly basis, you make it easy to track, and you know that you only required to do this 4 times in a month. So what you should do, you should have a day each week where you write your spendings for the week. So here, what I did, I went and listed my expenses. So what I usually spend most on is my grocery, house decor, and toiletries. So that is what I like to track a lot. Okay, so I have here week 1. So I've divided buying I've decided to buy groceries weekly so that I buy the things that I need for that week. Okay, so week 1, as you can see, I've listed here my the things, the grocery list that I did for week 1, and also for the house decor and toiletries. So, and then I have my total. So I know that this week I spent around this much for groceries, this much for house decor, and this much for toiletries. So now, um when I go shopping, I automatically, okay, I write it somewhere, not here on the laptop because I can't take my laptop to the grocery store. So I write it down somewhere. So I write prices of these things, how much I used, and then it automatically uh, it updates here on the budget. So I'm doing groceries at the same time. I'm also budgeting. So as you can see, this cell is linked. It's linked to this total 1. You see, even this one is linked. Even toiletries, sorry, even toiletries. What's groceries? Toiletries. This one is linked to there. You see? Okay, so that's how I make sure that I track my spending on a weekly basis. Number 5, I haven't done it yet. I'm still going to do it because I realized that I was spending a lot on groceries and I was actually overspending. So I decided that I'm not going to buy groceries for the whole month anymore. I'm just going to divide it into weekly groceries. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use envelopes for expenses that I overspend on. So as I'm telling you now that I'm overspending on groceries, so I'm going to allocate cash in the envelope for this expense, which is grocery, because I'm overspending on it. And whenever the envelope is empty, I know that I'm done spending for that expense for that month. So this is just to make sure that I stick to what I said I'm going to spend on. So I'm just going to withdraw 1,005 every month and divide it into weeks, how much I can spend every week, and then I'll take it from there. But this step is what I'm currently going to implement. So number 6 is that I make savings and investments as expenses on my budget. So as you can see, um, on my needs, I have my savings, I have my investments. So I set up automatic transfers to the savings account or the investment accounts as soon as I'm paid. For number 7, I make sure that I review my budget like regularly. If ever the budget needs to be changed, I do that. I don't hesitate. If I feel like the setup is not right, or whatever, however I've written it is not helping me, I change it. I change a budget like every now and then because I need to make it like simple. I need to make it fun. I need to make it understandable. Number 8, I make sure that I educate myself about personal finance. So I do free courses about personal finance. I read articles. I listen to podcast about finances. I watch YouTube videos. So I make sure that I'm well informed about my finances. So by doing this, you learn more things which can help you use your money wiser. You can't get better at something if you don't know what you're doing. So make sure that you load yourself with financial education. But number 9 is to make sure that I celebrate my wins. So whenever I have a month where I did stick to the plan, I did stick to the budget, I buy myself something nice. I treat myself. So reward yourself with something if you did stick to your budget. Our brains are wired to respond to rewards. Number 10 is just to have fun with your finances. I make sure that I have fun. As you can see that I created this spreadsheet, and I use colors just to make it more colorful so that whenever I'm looking at it, I don't get bored. And also, as I said, that rewarding myself is fun. I look forward to that. So I make sure that, okay, I have to stick to the plan because I know that I am going to get a reward. So that is very helpful. Thank you for allowing me in your space and lending me your ear. Always remember that I love you. Have a lovely, productive day. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video. And don't be afraid to just copy this template and make it your own. Okay, bye guys. See you on my next video. Well, I hope I'll be seeing you because I lost my mic, so hence that's why I'm doing a video where you actually can't see my face. Bye.